What is going on, guys? Doing another video, little tutorial. I've never done photo etch before, and so I've been working on some disc brakes and putting them together, and I figured I'd do a tutorial on how I'm doing them and some of the tricks that I'm learning along the way here. I plan to speed up the video so you don't just get bored just watching me cut part of the photo etch, but I'll show you how to do some of that. Some of the supplies that I've been using here. Well, first off, let me tell you, I'm using Hiro Boy photo etch kit, which is a detail set for the Porsche Carrera GT. It's a scale 1/24. I went online. I think it was about $45. Has a whole bunch of stuff in there, from seat belts to decals for the Porsche Carrera over the engine. It has these awesome disc brakes that I've been doing with calipers, the brake pads and everything there. So basically photo etch is just metal plating. You can see, I don't know if you can see the shine. I got the headlight on, so maybe I can shine a little light on there, but that's how we're building these disc brakes that look very real. You need definitely a sharp model cutting knife, a forceps, fine tooth forceps, very fine points on them. I also have a angled forceps here. The glue is a specific glue, photo etch glue. This is made by Deluxe Materials photo etch glue. That's what you use to put these all together. The instructions are a little tricky. I made a mistake on the first time doing it, but basically you can see there starts the beginning and each one goes in line here to the end, and you make these disc brakes. I didn't realize that you had to use 4 of the tooth design disc brakes, so the center of the little fins that are in between the 2 disc metal plates. So I'm going to show you how to make all that, how to do this. Basically it's just using a little toothpick with the glue and just dabbing it around it and kind of putting it all together. Here's one I kind of already have started. And you can see maybe the fins there. I don't know if you can see it, but if it can get in focus, you can see them a little bit there. So that one's already kind of glued. This is my 4th one. So I figured I would show you guys how to do this. What I'll do is I'll go overhead. I think that's going to be best. And then you can see me do at least some of the cutting, and then I'll turn off and complete the rest of the cutting of the parts, get them in a nice organized line of the way I want to build them, and then one after another go right down the line left to right. And I'll show you how to do that also. I've been building the disc brakes within 5 to 10 minutes each one, so not too bad. But let me go overhead. All right, we're on, guys. So I already have 2 parts cut out. Little chrome part that's a bracket that goes in the front of the brake, and then a second part. These are all numbered on these plates. A little tip, there's 2 backings here, so you'll see this cellophane paper with a little tackiness. It'll be on the front and the back of the plate, the photo etch plate, and you'll see it sticks. So I pull the top layer off. I keep a bottom layer still on there. And that way when I make the cuts, I don't get a piece that flies off because it's sticky. Same thing here. I have another one that I have to do. Top piece is off, but the bottom piece is still on. And that's going to help hold the part down so it doesn't fling across the room. And then I lose the part. So that's really a good tip, because you lose one of the parts, you're kind of out of luck. So I have number 26 and 27 already cut out. I'm going to show you a few cuts, and then I'll turn off the camera and come back to show you how I put it all together. But let's see, we're on number 7 here. So I got to find number 7. right here. Move that aside. I got my knife right here. There is 3 little prongs that hold each part together. So these literally are held together. If I pull this off, you'll see. There's a little prong. There's 3 prongs on each piece that holds it attached to the sheet. I want to cut those 3 off. Sharp blade. Make sure I'm in your line of sight. And then you're just going to put it right on the edge. And you're going to cut right down to the cellophane paper, the sticky part. This is number 7, which is next in line. Let's see if we got it. I kind of just... Yep. Now you gotta watch your fingers. But that's the disc. You can see the detail. There we go. Pretty good. That's gonna go right here in line. The other 2 are already cut. Number 7, then number 23. I'm gonna move that to the side. Gotta be on this one. 23. There it is up on top. So again, you hear it? That one cracked nice. There we go. Right here. And then I kind of just scoop this under there. And lay it down right like that. Yep. And then we're going to do the one with blades, so the 24s. And we're going to do 4 of those. This is the tricky part. On this Hiro Boys kit, you'll see this fan-looking disc. That's the center fins of the disc brake between the 2 plates. 4 of those to build up some width. And then the 2 plates on each end, and then you got this fan-looking disc brake. So 4. I had to count each one to see how to even do this. The directions don't really tell you, so I kind of just figured mathematically it turned out to be 16 little fans, so I knew it was 4 per tire. So I'm going to cut one more, and I'll finish off here with cutting all 4, but I'm going to cut one more and then shut the camera, complete the rest so I don't waste more time, and then go to the application of putting them together. Same deal. Just going to cut them. But you can see these would fling across the whole room if I wanted it to. That last cut, it just fly across the room. So that tape is awesome. That little stickiness. All right, guys, so let me turn you off. I'll come back on and we'll install this whole thing and put it together. All right, guys, so I'm back again. So I have all my parts lined up here. Those 2 pieces from the beginning. I did a few extras here on camera, and then I finished out the rest. And it's kind of going to go in this order, left to right. There's the 4 blades, the fans, we'll call it, the fins that would be in the center of the disc brake. And I have my glue right here, just on a little Band-Aid wrapper. This stuff dries incredibly fast. It's already pretty dry, so it happens pretty quick. And remember, it's photo etch glue. Deluxe Materials is what I'm using. So I have the pickups here, and I look I want to, the first one has little tabs on it. See that little tabs, and there's little spots where you're gonna fold those tabs over the other ring. I'm gonna show you. And you do it just by hand, and you'd need magnifying glasses for sure because you can barely see these parts. So that's the part that I'm gonna fold over it. So I'm gonna wanna lay this down, and this has little slits in it. And each tab's gonna try to go into each slit. Roundabout. It's not gonna be perfect. So that's how we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna glue it right onto this one. So I'm gonna take this piece that's gonna be glued on top, I'm gonna touch it a little bit in the glue. This stuff comes right off with water too. So it's really good. This glue, if you get a little bit too much excess, just use water. I go right on top. Very, very fragile. Very fragile. I'm trying to get those slits lined up as best as I can. It ain't gonna be perfect. Kind of get that down there. And just press. Yeah, we're pretty lined up. But those two parts, I let them dry a little bit. I move on to the next area, which would be building the disc brakes. There's two little holes, and these are the center pieces between the plates of the disc brakes. You can see fans there, but there's two little holes on all these ones that are right here. These all have two holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these have two holes. I use this fine point forceps to put one hole there, one hole there. Now, I don't know about all other discs or photo etch, I guess. I don't know other companies if they have this, but this Hiro boy does. And so you could see it's right in there. And then I'm just gonna build this from the inside and then move out to the outside. These two plates in the end are gonna be last. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of glue, which again is drying, and I'm just gonna smear it around here. And I'm gonna show you. This glue is pretty strong bonding glue. I'm gonna take this angled forceps, come in here, and you're gonna see the 2 points on my forceps, my straight edge here, are going to join the other one. And I can push it down a little bit with this. Nice and tight. Push that down. Just like that. Then we're gonna just keep trucking along here. More glue on top of this one because I gotta put 4 of those blades on. Try not to put too much around my forcep. I don't want glue all over it. It might make it harder to come off. Again, same thing. Points are right there, the 2 holes. Okay. Again, same thing. I just put it all over. And then I grab another one. Still got another one. Glue again. Now these are the fins. I don't know the technical terms for all this stuff, I guess, but I think you guys got the idea if you've seen any disc brakes on real cars. Same thing, 2 points right there. And squish it down so it actually sticks. Try not to bend it. That's the other thing. These are fragile. You gotta be careful. A little gentle to it. Now this other one's gonna go flip around, so I'm gonna put, because I'll show you this one here, that's not the fins. This is part of the, I guess, grooves that it will just place and lay down in. You can see there's some grooves there that look like a fan. Okay, I'm going to flip that one around. Again, push. Get that thing down there. Okay. Now, 2 ends. I'm going to put this right here. Balance that. Because I want to put this thing that I bent over the middle of this. Is that dried already? I'm just going to show you how I push each one in. Just with my hand. Each little tab is going up and into the groove. And that's the part that I'm going to lay down on this next piece. So this will be raised off the metal a little bit. So we're going to glue it down just like that. So I will take it, put it in just a little bit of glue. And then gently put on there. tap it in place. Now I'm going to take this off here carefully. I want it to get stuck on glue. Drop that down there. This is going to get, I'll put this backing on this one and then I'll flip it around. So I'm going to use the glue again. We're going to put a little bit on this. I'm going to get a good amount because I want this to hold. Right? And then we're going to put this disc right on top. I'll use the back of this just to press it down. Like that. Push that down nice. Very good. That's what we want. And then we're going to use the glue, which is really getting dry now. Okay. We're going to put it right on here. And then I want to take this, put it on there like that. Now, this thing might be raised a little bit, you know, I know that. So I'll push that down just a little bit on there. I'll grab a couple clamps. Like that. And like that. And let that dry like that. I don't know if you can see it, but there we go. So guys, that's how I do photo etch disc brakes. First time ever doing it. I made some mistakes along the way. One, flinging off pieces after I cut them. The other was not applying 4 different fanned pieces together to make some width and give a, you can see, I don't even know if you can see, but there's like fan in the center. So to do that, I had to make sure I combined all 4. That's how you do photo etch from Hiro Boy. This is for the Porsche Carrera. Guys, subscribe to my channel. You guys know what it is. Scale Modeling Network. Like this video. Thumb up on the video and share it with others. And subscribe to the channel. I got more tutorials to do. I probably have about 30 out there, and I'm gaining some ground with subscribers, and I appreciate all your help. Have a good one.